right in, and we're going to start on our backs. So come lying on your back into kind of a mini shavasana, right? And just take a breath in. I'm going to move my mat so it's a little bit more viewable.
Hana, I'm going to mute everybody.
I'm going to mute everybody right now.
Okay.
Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that. Here we go. Okay, so starting on our backs. Take a deep breath in. And take a audible cleansing breath out. So now that you're in the privacy of your own home, right, it doesn't matter how much noise you make. And the more noise you make, the greater release, the more you can let all of the stress and tension on the somatic level that's been accumulating in your body go. So lying on your mat, inhale through the nose, audible exhale. And again, inhale through the nose, and then exhale. And then go ahead and slide your arms down by your sides up overhead. Just gonna move this a tad bit so you can see, there we go. Because I'm gonna be mostly on the floor. Okay, so like angel wings, you're gonna slide your arms against the surface of the floor all the way overhead, and then grab a hold of the left wrist with your right thumb and second finger, and then flex your feet and separate your feet to the distance of the mat. And then on an inhale, go up, and then press the thighs, the tops of the thighs, the calves, the feet down, right? And then on an exhale, stretch to the side, to the right side, just kind of steep side bend on the ground. And breathe here. And then let that go and switch hands. So the left hand's gonna grab a hold of the right wrist. And you're gonna inhale, and then as you exhale, flex the feet and press the thighs and the calves down, reach the top of the arm way up, like just out of its socket, and then bend to the left. Oh, nice side body stretch. One more breath on this side, and then come back to center and switch the other hand. So left hand is on the right wrist, and then you're going to bring your left foot into like a tree. So the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh, and then lean to the left. So that's basically tree on the floor. And then press the foot into the thigh so you get a little deeper stretch in the hip crease. And then switch sides and switch legs. So the opposite hand, opposite right hand, left arm, right foot in, and then lean to the right. So it's basically tree pose on the ground. One more breath. And then let that go and draw the knees into your chest. And then just take a couple breaths in this shape. Just nose to knee a little bit, and then release the torso down a little bit. And then begin to place your hands on the tops of your knees and begin to circle the knees and the hips in one direction, nice and easy. Keep breathing, so each exhale, maybe a little sigh added to it. And then coming back to center, switch directions of the circles. Easy does it. No right or wrong way to move, right? Just kind of breathing and moving, quieting the mind. And then come back to center and draw the knees wide and around and in, and wide and around and in, wide, down, and one more time. And then switch the direction of those circles. So now out and in together, and then out and in together. 2 more times. And then draw both knees into the chest And draw your left arm out to the side like a T, and then scoop both hips first to the left, and then drop both knees down to the right. And let's go ahead and circle the left wrist one way, and then circle it the opposite way. And then begin to nod your head from side to side, releasing any tension in the nape of your neck and your shoulders. And then just take a couple breaths, pausing in this position, breathing into the lower back and the back of the heart. And rolling back onto center, back onto your back, and take a moment on your back with your knees into your chest, just kind of straightening out the spine, and then switch directions. Right arm goes out to the side like a T. Before you switch, you're gonna scoop both hips to the right and then drop the knees to the left. And the reason why we do that is we wanna line our spine up over our hips. And then let's circle the right wrist one way and then circle it the other way. And then just kind of nod the head from side to side. And then just pause here for a moment in the shape. Breathing into the rib cage and the hips. And rolling back onto your back. And drawing the knees into the chest one more time. And now lower your feet and line up your pinky toes with the outer edges of the mat. So you've got a nice wide distance. And draw your arms out to the side like a T. And then let's lower both knees to the left. Two more breaths here. See if you can soften something, especially the jaw and any gripping sensation you might have in your facial muscles or the palate of your tongue. And then come back to center and just glide the knees over to the other side. So the feet are wide apart and you're really stretching and working into the hip flexor and the top of the left IT band. Two more breaths here. Softening the jaw, releasing the grip in the facial muscles, and letting the tension in the shoulders release. And rolling back onto your back. And then just let the knees fall in towards each other. So the feet are still wide and the knees just fall in towards each other. If you have any lower back or SI sciatica issues, this is the pose for you. It's so easy to do. You can do it in your bed. Two deep belly breaths. So breathing into a 4 or 5 count inhalation and then breathing out a little bit longer. So a 5, 6, 7 count exhalation. And then drawing the soles of your feet together here and just letting your knees drop wide out to the side. If your arms feel better, if they're down by your sides or one hand on your heart and the other below your navel, feel free to kind of interchange, maybe both arms overhead. There is no right or wrong way to do any of these poses. It's whatever your body's telling you feels good is the way to go. Deep belly breaths. And then release the pose by simply straightening your legs, just kind of extend them out. And then we flex and we point the feet here. Just kind of flex and point, and then circle the ankles and the wrists one way, and then circle them the other way. And grab your strap or whatever you're using as your prop, your scarf or your bathrobe tie or whatever you have handy. And you're going to either keep the left knee bent. So this is one of those things where you try them both shapes on and you say, oh, this feels better on my back. I think I'll keep my knee bent. Or you keep your leg extended. No right or wrong. It's whichever one feels better. And the right knee's going to bend in. And for the moment to start, you're just going to hug that knee in towards the chest. And let's go ahead and circle the right ankle one way. And then circle it the opposite way. And circle the knee and the hip joint one way. No right or wrong way to move. Remember that. Just whatever feels good. The range of motion is whatever your body can accommodate. And then the other way. And then just take the knee and bring it wide out to the side for a breath or two. And then bring the knee back to the chest and extend the leg. And now go ahead and grab your strap and place it over the ball of the toe or maybe the arch of the foot, right? So you can tell from all of the different instructions that I'm giving you, there's no right or wrong way to do this. And for the first couple breaths, just notice, see how my leg is vertical, straight up and down. I'm not trying to pull it in my chest. Just keep it vertical, straight up and down, and breathe here. Close your eyes. Nothing you need to see. It's all about breath and releasing all tension. So for me, I woke up in a heightened state of anxiety today. I don't know why. I just woke up and I was like, ah. And so I've just been taking really deep, full breaths today. And noticing that the deeper I breathe, the more I'm able to let go of things. And my mind is now starting to get back to a place of calm. And now for the last two breaths, you can go ahead and pull the leg in towards the torso. If you want to get a deeper stretch, you can extend the torso up toward the leg, whatever, or you can just simply stay vertical. Last two breaths. And now we're gonna externally rotate the right leg, so we're gonna bring it out to the side. And you're gonna bring your left hand for now on top of your left hip, and you're gonna anchor that hip down. And you're gonna notice that it's gonna begin to stretch in a deeper stretch in the groin, and it will prevent that left hip from migrating up off the floor. So just kind of anchor that left hip down as you extend and reach through the right toes. So go ahead and flex the right foot, reaching out through the heel. So you got a really deep stretch right in the groin. One more breath here. And then come up and switch hands with the strap. So the left hand's gonna grab the strap now, and the right arm's gonna come out to the side like a T. And if it feels, once again, better to bend the bottom knee, the left knee, bend the knee, or keep the leg straight. And let's take it into the twist. So the focus in this pose should be on widening the right collarbone. So trying to get that right shoulder and elbow back down to the floor. And if you need to back off a little bit, like if you need to bring the right leg up a little bit more so you can encourage the right shoulder and the rib cage back down to the floor, feel free to do that. One more breath here, and then coming back to center, you can let go of your prop and then draw the right knee, bend the knee back into the chest. And now we do half happy baby. So you're gonna grab a hold of the inner arch of the right foot And then parallel the foot to the ceiling and then draw that knee down to the outer edge of the armpit. Oh, deep hamstring stretch. And if you want to play with going a little deeper by straightening the right leg out to the side for a couple breaths, you can explore that, but not necessary. You know, you've got options. And then draw the knee back into the chest. Give the nose and the knee a little tug. And then let that go. And let's switch sides. Left knee is going to come into the chest. We start by simply circling the left ankle one way. And then circling it the other way. And then the knee and the hip joint circles one way. And then the knee and the hip joint circles the other way. And then you're just gonna bring that knee out to the side like that, opening the hip and the groin. And bring the knee back to the center, to the chest. And go ahead and grab your strap or scarf or whatever prop you're using and extend the leg. So these first few breaths we take, the leg is vertical. Like, so there's a straight line from the calf, from the ankle to the knee to the hip. Right? So you're not doing this, but you're just keeping it straight up and down vertical. And we just breathe here. And for the last couple breaths, if you now want to work on a little bit more extension and flexibility, you can bring the torso up to the thigh closer to the torso, and get a really deep stretch in that hamstring. 2 breaths. And then release the torso and externally rotate that leg. Let's place our right palm on our right hip and then anchor that right hip back down to the floor. So you're gonna flex the right foot and press the top of the right thigh and the calf down, and the right hand's gonna encourage that right hip to anchor down so it doesn't rotate with the left leg. And then just breathe here. Two more breaths. And then come back to center and switch hands. So the right hand's gonna grab the strap, the left arm's gonna come out to the side like a T. And I like to bend my bottom knee, my right leg, as I make that twist, the transition, right? So that way I can work on anchoring this left shoulder and this left rib cage to the floor. Because the twist, when you do that, comes all throughout the spine as opposed to just in the lower back. And then if you want to modify or play here, you can either rebend the right knee or extend the right leg, and then just close your eyes and breathe into the shape. Two breaths here. And then come back to center, and you can release your straps and let that go. And happy baby. So the left hand grabs a hold of the arch of the left foot, right? And then you bend the knee and draw that knee to the outside of the armpit. And you can always bend the right leg or straighten it. Those are your options. And now let's go ahead and find happy baby. So bend the right knee and place the hands. So this is one of those poses where you can either grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet or the inner arches, right? There's no one right way to do it. It's whichever one feels better on your body. And if you like to rock from side to side, feel free to rock the hips from side to side. Take your time, go slow. So this is juicy. And we can indulge in our breath and in the shape by simply breathing and feeling and indulging in feeling mind rather than thinking mind. And if you want to go ahead and straighten the legs here, go a little deeper, you can place your hands on the inner thighs or the calves, or if you can reach the feet, and just breathe here in this shape. Nice. And then release that by drawing the knees back into the chest and place your hands on the backs of your knees and then bend the knees and pull the knees into the chest. And then reach around for the tops of the knees, and then we're going to begin to rock forward and back like a ball. If this hurts your lower back, if you've got L4, L5 issues, please don't do this, right? You just kind of lay on your back and breathe. But if it doesn't hurt, you're going to rock. Back and forth, back and forth. One more time. Woo-hoo. And then rock onto hands and knees. And if you need some padding, you can grab a blanket or your towel and you can place it underneath your knees for support, right? But now we're gonna go ahead and place our palms shoulder distance and our knees hip distance, and just take a moment to ground down, like to feel the texture beneath the surface of your palms, to press the entire palm flat against your mat, and then externally rotate the palms just a little bit and observe how that widens the collarbones and it opens the nape of the neck a little bit, right? And then you're just gonna kind of roll the shoulders and the hips forward and back and around. No right or wrong way to do this, just finding a little release in the neck and the shoulders, the hips. And then begin to circle the hips in one direction. Feel free to close your eyes because there's nothing you really need to see. This is just about moving intuitively, organically, breathing with the movement. So switching from thinking mind to feeling mind. Last circle this direction. And then coming back to center, just pausing for a moment. And then switching the direction of the circles. Maybe the head and neck also circles. Maybe you move in more organic form, so it doesn't even have to be circular. Last time, this direction. And then you're gonna just drop your hips back and find child's pose. And here's where your pillow, your decorative pillow, comes in handy. So if you want to build the ground up, you want a little more support, you don't want your head to be so far below your heart, you take your pillow and you place it underneath your forehead and you come into child's pose like this with support. And then with the forehead on the mat in child's pose, you're going to walk your hands over to the left. And if you want to go a little deeper, you're going to place your right palm on top of your left palm, right? And then you're going to push your hips back towards the right. So I feel that really deep along the right side body, all the way into my hip crease. Maybe lift the head up a little bit to get more into the rib cage. And then come back to center and then over to the other side. And if you're doing that other modification, the left palm's gonna come on top of the right palm, and you're gonna push both hips back to the left, and you're gonna stretch into the left side of your rib cage. And then walking back through the center and coming back up to hands and knees. Separate your knees hip distance, so shorten the space between the knees. And let's do a little cat and cow. So you're going to inhale, arch up, look up, and exhale, curl. And gazing at your navel. Couple rounds with the rhythm of your breath. And inhaling, arching, and exhaling, curling. Couple more times. Last time. And coming back to hands and knees. So feel free to stop at any point along the way, okay? So you can modify, you can add on, it's all good. You're gonna extend the right arm out to the side, or in front of you, I'm sorry. And the right thumb's gonna point up towards the ceiling. So you're internally rotating the right arm. Feel free to stay here and then just extend from the waistline out to the fingers, or adding on by extending the left leg behind you. Now, only keep it hip height, right? So not way up here. It's more about length and extension. Now let's animate the pose by flexing the left foot, the back foot, and pushing it into an imaginary wall as you reach and extend through the right fingers. Gaze slightly forward, not at your right hand because that cranks your neck too much, or maybe down. And then draw the navel into the spine and get a little bit more extension in the pose, and then let that go. And let's switch sides. The left palm's gonna reach, so the left big thumb's gonna reach up towards the ceiling, so you're externally rotating the bicep. Feel free to stop here and work this, or if you're moving on, you're gonna extend the right leg behind you, and remember it's hip height, right? So it's not too high. And then flex the foot and then push that foot into an imaginary wall as you animate, wake up the pose, and extend through the fingers, gazing either down at the right palm or slightly forward in your mat. And now draw your navel into the spine to protect the lower back as you continue to reach and extend and push. Beautiful. Let that go. Child's pose. Wide kneed child's pose. And so this next pose, you can use your strap. Not necessary, but for some of you who have really tight shoulders, you'll find the strap is really nice. So if you're using the strap in this next pose, you're gonna bring the strap behind you, clasp your hands behind you on the strap, shoulder distance, and then you're gonna drape your arms up and over. If you don't need the strap, you simply clasp your hands together behind the back and draw the arms up and over. One more breath. And then let that go. And place your arms, your palms beneath your shoulders, and then sit up. Nice work. Grab your pillow, your cushion or whatever you have to support yourself to sit up on. Just gonna move the angle a little bit. And come to a seated position. And have your strap handy. So it doesn't matter how you sit, right? I like to have my heel in my groin and then the other heel, and that way my knees can kind of splay open and wide, my hips can relax. Right? You're gonna place your palms midway up your thighs, and you're gonna press down into your palms, so you've got pressure in the palms, and then we're gonna circle the shoulders forward, up, around, and press down. So the hands are actually pressing into the thighs the entire time for resistance. So it's active stretching. Up, around, one more cycle, forward, up, around, and down. So nice. Let's reverse the direction. Keep pressing the palms into the thighs to get a little bit more stretch and oomph out of the shoulders and the upper spine. No right or wrong way to do this, just kind of feel your way, let it feel good. One more set. Beautiful. And then come to stillness, anywhere your palms feel natural, so they can be up, and this is more like a receiving position if you're looking to receive something from the universe, and down is more grounding. So whichever one you need more of, right? And then you're gonna rock your torso forward, and then you're gonna rock your torso back. So it's kind of like a cat and cow, but now we're seated. So inhale, rock and arch. Exhale, curl. Two more. Inhale, rock and arch. Exhale, curl. And now we're just churning in one direction. No right or wrong, just kind of churning forward, dropping the shoulders, coming forward. Maybe the head, neck churns too. One more cycle this direction. And coming back to center, we pause. So let everything kind of settle for a moment until we turn the opposite direction. Oh, which way did I go? That's the hardest part of the pose. Which direction did I go? And then just kind of churn. Maybe the head and neck churns. Torso, the shoulders, the back. No right or wrong if you kind of want to animate, add a little bit of something, take a little something away. All good. And then come back to center. And then inhale the arms all the way up to shoulder distance. And then exhale them down. 3 more times. Inhale, deep breath, arms reach, widen the collarbones. Exhale down. Try to keep the shoulders down away from the ears. So if you need to bend the elbows slightly to make that happen, so this doesn't happen, you just keep the shoulders anchoring down. And the scapula, the wings, and the back of the back keep floating down rather than up. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. And then walk the right fingers on over to the right, and then sweep the left arm over. And let's circle the left wrist one way, and then circle it the other way. And let's circle the left arm, one big circle one way. And then let's circle it the other way. It's opening up that shoulder. So nice. Go slow, whatever you do, big, slow, organic circles. And then push yourself up, and over to the other side. Just kind of crawl the fingers over, and then reach the right arm up. And let's circle the right wrist one way. So nice. Beautiful work, you guys. Circle it the other way. I miss not seeing you in person. I cannot tell you. Oh boy, but this is fun. And then let's circle the arm, big, slow, go slow, don't be in a hurry. A slow, deep breath. Breathe into the side body, back of the heart. One more time this direction. And then the opposite direction, just kind of open. So keep pushing the left palm down. So you're working in both directions. One more time. And then come back to center and push. Beautiful. Go ahead and clasp your hands together behind your head. So not the neck, but just like the back of the head. And then take the elbows and pull them out. Like you're back bending, you're pulling the heart through the gates of your arms, and you're pushing the elbows back behind you. And then on an exhale, draw the elbows in and curl. Stretching the back of the neck. Take a breath or two. Inhale, open on up the elbows and find the back bend. Let's take 2 breaths here. One more ginormous breath. And then exhale, curl and fold the elbows in towards each other, stretching the back of the neck. Let's take a couple breaths like this. And then come back to center. And then take the elbows, pull them in a little bit, not all the way, but just kind of, a third of the way, so that you feel the rhomboids engaged, these side rib cage muscles, right? And then begin to twist to the right. And notice if you're twisting more with your ribs and your upper torso than you are with your head and neck, right? And then extend the arms out to the side like wings. And then keep reaching and twisting, and then just drop the right hand behind you, might be on your cushion, might be on the floor, and drop the right hand, behind you, and the left hand onto the right knee. And then you take an inhale here, pause on the inhale, on your exhale, squeeze a little, twist a little deeper. Inhale to pause, exhale to twist. One more time. Inhale to pause. Exhale to twist. Nice. And then come back to center, clasping the hands again behind the head. And then take a moment to kind of so notice how I like internally rotate and draw the elbows up, and then twist to the left. And once again, observe if you're twisting more with your rib cage than you are with your head and neck. So don't let the head and neck do all the work. And then open the arms wide like a T, and then keep reaching with the left hand. Keep reaching, and twisting, and then just lower the left hand down, and the right hand's gonna come across to the left knee and pause. So take a breath in and pause. And then on your exhale, twist a little deeper. 2 more. Inhale, pause. Exhale, twist. Oh, one more time. Inhale. On your exhale, twist a little bit deeper, so nice, and then come back to center. Extend the arms up on the inhale, and then come forward on your exhale. So just let the arms be where they are. Let the head and neck go, C curve with the back. Two more breaths here. If you can walk your fingers a little bit further forward, you can do that. And then crawl yourself up. Let's do a little bit more leg stretching. And so you can come off your bolster now, or your pillow, whatever prop you have, and you're going to extend your legs out in front of you. And we're going to start by simply just rocking our hips from side to side, trying to shift the pelvis under so that you're sitting on the tops of your sitting bones. And then grab your strap or your scarf or your robe, tie, right? And then have your arms separated shoulder distance, and then take the strap or whatever you're using and extend it towards your toes. Don't go all the way there yet, and then pull it right back in. Beautiful. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back in, upright. Exhale, tilt forward. Inhale, shift back up, right? One more time like this. Exhale, forward. Inhale, shift back up. And now extend the arms overhead. Reach, reach, reach. flex the feet, press the tops of the thighs down, and lift up out of the waistline. Reach. Beautiful. And then just come forward on your exhale. Line the strap up onto the balls of your toes. Take a breath in. And then bend the elbows to pull your torso forward on your exhalation. And then round the spine and stay here. Breathe like this. One more cycle of breath. And then come up. And take your right palm underneath the right kneecap and then just pull it up. And line the right foot inside the groin of the left thigh. And then flex the left foot and press the thigh and the left calf down. That's going to anchor your sitting bones and wake up the leg so it doesn't hurt your spine. And then you're going to take the strap shoulder distance and inhale, reach up, reach up, reach up. And then exhale. On an inhale, straighten the spine, reach. On an exhale, bend the elbows, C curve. Oh, so nice, you guys, doing a great job. Breathe into the shape. One more breath. And then inhale, come up. And extend the right leg back out to meet the left. So effortless effort here. The left palm's going to grab a hold of underneath the left kneecap, and you're just going to go whoop, pull it up. Nice. Sound effects help. Wish I could hear you guys. And then grab your strap and inhale, reach up, extend. So you ground down through the legs by flexing the right foot and pressing the top of the thigh down. And then you lift up to the waist, lift. Inhale, exhale, down you go. So you take this in 2 stages, 2 steps. On an inhale, you straighten the arms and you lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, you bend the elbows and you C curve. So round the spine to bring the torso down. And take a couple breaths in this shape. Beautiful work, you guys. Last breath here. And then come up. And now release your prop and bring the soles of your feet together. And then you're just going to kind of flutter your knees, just like butterfly and flutter. And then find stillness for a moment and lift up through the spine and the crown of the head. So press the feet and the knees down, but lift up through the spine. And then just bend the elbows. So don't try to pull your torso forward. Just simply bend the elbows. Start there. And then round the spine and bend the elbows a little more. So let gravity and your breath do all the work. And once you've gotten to the point where you can be comfortable hanging out for a minute or so, let your head and neck go. One more breath. And then crawling up from here, grab your pillow, because this helps. We're going to go as wide as we're going to possibly go in the hips today. So get nice and wide with your legs. And take your pillow and bring it in front of your torso, right? And then just, you can rest your elbows on your pillow. You can also just hang out here. If this is about as deep as you are going to go, right, this is great. This is a lot of work happening here. You're going to, whatever position you choose, you're going to flex your feet and press the tops of the thighs and the calves down. So this is active stretching, right? And then get into the position as far as you're going to go, and then let your head and neck go there. 3. Three more breaths in this shape. And then crawl yourself up and shake your legs together. And shake, 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 shake. And then shake them out. And then find a cross-legged position again. I want to do some head and neck circles. And so sit nice and tall. And then you're going to start, you're going to imagine you had a little quarter on the very tippy top of your head. And you're going to make circles with that, the dimension of that quarter on the ceiling. So you're going to start really slow and small. And so you're just going to go around the circumference of the quarter on the top of the head in one direction. And then begin to expand the size of the circle. And now full on head and neck rolls. One direction, same direction. Oh, it's so good. Last time. Come back to stillness. And now imagine we start with that quarter again on the very tippy top of the head. And you make little circles the other direction. Tiny little circles. Feel free to close your eyes and just kind of breathe and see the motion and feel the gravity working, extending through the back of the crown of the head. And then let's expand the size of the circle. So not yet full head neck rolls, but just kind of somewhere in between. And now full on head and neck rolls. Snap, crack, and pop. Oh, so good. Last time. Inhale the right arm up, grab a hold of the left ear. Let the right elbow be way up towards the ceiling, and then let the head fall. So let the right ear fall down to the right shoulder, and feel the back of the neck and the nape of the neck stretch. One more breath. And then let that go, and let's switch sides. Left palm's gonna reach up and grab a hold of the right ear, right? And first take a moment to kind of let that left shoulder. So when I do that, I get a little bit more length underneath my armpit and rib cage, and then I can pull the left ear to the left shoulder. And then let that go. And take your right arm and once again, bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then bend the elbow, reaching for your spine. So just the right arm's gonna be up, the right arm's gonna come to the spine, and the left arm's gonna reach around for the elbow. So you're just gonna get a little side body stretch, right? And if you wanna take it to a little bit of a stretch in the side, you can do that. And then release that. Let's switch to the other side. Left hand up and left fingers to the spine. All right, so that left elbow, if you can, is going to reach straight up towards the ceiling, and the right hand's going to reach for the elbow. And you're going to open up the side body. And then let that go. And let's come down to the floor. Let's get on our backs. And draw the knees in towards the chest again. And let's thread the needle. So you're going to place the left sole of the left foot on the floor and the right heel on top of the left knee. And then the right knee is going to kind of drape open. And then one hand through the hole, right hand through the hole, And the left hand, you can either grab the back of the thigh or the shin. It doesn't matter, right? And let the torso go. And then release and switch sides. Right sole of the foot on the floor, left heel to the right knee, and then the left knee is going to open, and the left hand's going to come through the hole, and either back of the thigh or the shin. There's no right or wrong way to go. And then let the torso come down. And then release that. And last pose. I feel like we should do the hips and the glutes a little bit. Let's do a little dynamic bridge. So you're going to inhale and reach the arms overhead, and then press the heels into the floor, and then exhale, lower everything back down. A couple times like that, using the rhythm of your breath, inhaling up and exhaling it back down. One more time, inhale. This time stay up for a couple, like 5 breaths, stay, dig the heels in, lift the hips, relax the jaw, facial muscles, keep breathing. And then let that go. Draw the knees into the chest, bring the nose up to the knees, squeezing the internal organs, and then unfurl, grab your pillow. Well earned few minutes. Shavasana. So let go of all muscular effort at this point and just kind of let your palms open, let your feet dangle. Close your eyes and feel the back of your body against the mat. Let your breath go. So let's take a couple cleansing breaths, staying in Shavasana. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then slowly coming back into the body by making little movements with your fingers, with your toes. And then reaching your arms overhead for full body stretch. So go ahead and stretch from fingertip to tip toe, out of your lower back, maybe swivel the hips side to side. And draw the knees into your chest and rock yourself up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Just taking these last few minutes to indulge in the peace and quiet that we've just cultivated in our practice. And bringing our hearts, our hands together at our hearts, and sealing our practice by bowing our heads in deep gratitude. And I like to finish my class by saying, may there be peace in our hearts, may there be peace in our homes, may there be peace in the world. Namaste. Bye.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you for joining me.